I recall the past real vaguely. I remember everything they'd say. Maybe thought that I was crazy, thinking that one day they'd see my name. Love being a loner, always moving closer. Knew exactly what I wanted to have. Fear of growing older, chip all on my shoulder. Told myself
Oof, I think I tanked the bitrate a little bit too much. Look. I've only got it on 720p because it's a podcast, but look. Oh fuck, why can't
And now you better back down, 'cause I'm coming for you. 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 I'm sick of feeling like I just keep chasing, but that'll never be that fast. Just leave me alone, I'll do it on my own, and I will let them know when the lights shine bright. Look pale as a ghost to all those opposed. I'm coming here to show how to live life right, and now I'm cold and dissonant. I'm losing my innocence, and you don't know my intent. And now you better back down, 'cause I'm coming for you. Better back down, 'cause I'm coming for you. Better back down, 'cause I'm coming for you. Better back down, 'cause I'm coming for you.
Okay, we're live.
Just
We're
end
live.
it.
We're live.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? D&D here. Welcome to a brand freaking fantastical new podcast episode. Welcome back to episode 4 of T3AR CAST. As always, this episode is brought to you by Galvanized Scripts and Rogue Energy. Links are in our description down below. Make sure you use code T3AR UP, all capitals, for 15% off of your order for whatever kind of amazing energy drink and or controller and keyboard grips and or keycaps that you might need. Anyway, today is a very special podcast.
With a very
We are
special
having
guest.
on my homie. You can introduce yourself. That's your cue.
Oh, that's my cue. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
This is RantJamz here. I got a day off my Walmart schedule. Fixing to break all the internet, fixing to expose some people, fixing to really seriously throw a wrench in a lot of what these fake-ass people are doing on this platform.
Interesting.
And I'm going to do it positively. I'm not going to do it in a negative way. I'll be positive.
Perfect, so we won't get our channel terminated.
No, we don't want to do that, you know.
Alrighty, so guys, we're going to hop right on into the interview with RantJamz, and then we will go and then he will go rant about YouTube and expose some YouTubers. So this will be a fun podcast, everybody. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the next hour or so of T3AR CAST.
That sounds good.
Alrighty. So let's start out with the basic interview. So RantJamz, when did you start YouTube, and what is the reason you started your channel? So that all of our viewers and some of yours can get to know you a little bit better.
Yeah, all right, so I'll get into this for a second. You know, I was on YouTube over 10 years ago when YouTube first started, when YouTube was about videos and people making content, but legitimate content, not just your live streaming or whatever, but people would make videos, your stuff was visible, etc. I was only doing things just for fun and getting views and etc. I did had a local television show. I wasn't RantJamz at the time. I was working for my brother's show T-Vision, but I had a channel that was kind of like a accessory that helped him out. But we didn't take YouTube seriously. We didn't know it'd blow up like it did. And then about 2 years ago, I decided to change my name from my last channel and make it a real channel and call it RantJamz. And I was inspired by the changes that have happened on YouTube since I left and some of the trends in social media and culture. And I was actually a troll channel to start with. And people don't know this. When I say I'm a troll channel, I was doing commentary and satire on what other people were doing on this platform. But I was doing it in such a way that was over people's heads so they didn't get it. But a lot of intelligent people got it. And when I discovered the live streaming thing, because YouTube was kind of new to live streaming when I rebooted their RantJamz, I noticed that there was a channel out there. There was a kid channel. He was doing basically sub for sub, but he was doing it in such a way that he would give people shout outs by had a television behind him, and he was showing our channel, and people were liking that. He got shut down, and I was a part of that, and I thought it was kind of funny, and because I would make really obnoxious videos that he'd make him show. And then I decided that, you know what, I'm going to pick up I'm going to carry the torch, and I'm going to do this full blown with LBS and go all out with RantJamz Live and showcase content and do like a collaboration kind of show. So I thought that the sub for sub thing was nonsense. It was nonsense that you would have to do that to grow your channel or you're invisible on this platform, which I thought was really stupid. So I decided to kind of combat that with RantJamz Live. And it really evolved really quickly to the point where people were making videos with each other. We were making big events and collaborating all the way to the point where one of the sub for sub community hubs tried to strike my channel down after feeling like I had discovered their secret, which I didn't know at the time, of how they're cheating the system. I know now what the secret is, but exactly how they do what they do. But they struck my channel down, and I turned into more of a drama channel again, which actually people need to know is my roots. I'm rooted in comedy, satire, drama about YouTube culture. So that's not really a departure from what my channel is all about. It's just that my RantJamz Live strategy versus my video strategy are not always the same strategy. And that brings us kind of to, I took a big break after I did a series of, I thought, some of the best streams ever on the platform with my drama streams, Dramaween, Drama Storm. All those streams are way more entertaining than anything that I was able to find on YouTube. The way I create content on this platform is if I'm not willing to rewatch my own content then multiple times, then it's not good enough for me to upload. And I just have such a very high standard both on my streams and on my videos. And that's why I don't upload on my live streams. I got a lot to say about all that, but it brings me to today. I took a break. I had a baby with someone I met on YouTube. A little girl. I basically had to walk away from everything. I was going to walk away anyway, but doors opened up, and it was kind of meant to be, and now I'm here. And the baby's getting a little older, and RantJamz, he's fixing to come back, and he's going to come back hard. And he's going to bring it all down on all these people, and not just to tear them down, but to expose the bigger problem of YouTube and grow while doing it. Yeah, there you go. Did you get all that?
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that was actually pretty compressed, but so let's talk about the sub for sub era of YouTube. When that era came about, people thought that it was going to bring and blow up small channels. Do you think it had the effect people were hoping, or do you think it had the exact opposite effect?
All right, so there is some mixed stuff with the sub. It's not all negative or not all bad. Because YouTube does not, or for new creators, does not do anything to promote someone's video, and the algorithm just crushes every video to the point to where they get 0 views. Finding some kind of live stream or some kind of way to meet people in which you know that they're active on the platform, is actually kind of a helpful thing. The problem is that people turned themselves into bots, and they stopped. What happened was they stopped caring about the content. They don't care who they're subscribed to as long as they get subscribed back. And what ends up happening is that content is degenerated to the point to where my videos, which are great and awesome, are equivalent to a 2-minute mukbang video of somebody eating a cheeseburger. And when it gets to that point where content doesn't matter, we all support each other no matter what, in such a way that we support each other no matter what because we don't watch each other's stuff. That's when sub for sub is crap. And sub for sub is crap. I'm only subscribed to like 100 channels at a time, roughly, and they are the best. The people that I'm not subscribed to are people who that I still watch. I type in their channels by name. I don't need to be subscribed to them to go to their channel because I remember who they are because I actually watch their content. So I would say I have met some really awesome YouTubers and sub for subish support live streams that I'm good friends with. But what ended up happening was as the sub for sub community thing had basically destroyed more or less their channels, and the people around them have kind of fallen off their way. They've discovered that they're better off networking with people who really appreciate their video content, and I've always been about that. I've always been about, like I said, people say, "Well, RantJamz, you use people." Well, yeah, of course I use people, but I use people with their talents. You know, if I use Crimson Fantasy, for example, use him for his talents to make an awesome video, that's better than using somebody for political reasons, YouTube political reasons, just to try to get more views. That's different, and or get fake subscribers or whatever. And yeah, we use each other for our talents, and that's why I feel like I come from a higher moral standpoint than just a pure sub for sub. And I don't subscribe to everybody, and I don't think anybody should.
All right, so then sub for subbing, do you think that the community overall has moved on to something else, or are there still channels out there every single day trying to do it? And how do you think some channels are getting away with it?
All right, so this is how I feel has kind of happened. A lot of the classic hubs for sub, because things have changed in the last year. It used to be that it was like Fortnite sub for sub, and that was it. And then you had this adult version of sub for sub that came out, led by like some people that we know, like the hashtag I'm a creator version and Lunatic Dad version, etc. And this is the kind where.
I said virgin.
Oh, well, this is the kind of sub for sub where the creator, the host, doesn't advocate sub for sub and says support, but a lot of the people in the live chat couldn't care less who you are and are just there to grind numbers. Now, like I said, James Cox had a philosophy that he went with, and they's all
Don't
and
sub
so did
to anyone unless you actually like their content.
Right, but I will say what ended up happening is he got one-upped by some of these channels that used a dirty, cheap trick to make it look like they're getting a lot more traffic than what they really are. And like I said, I know how that works. But I will say, though, that today there's more sub for sub than there ever has been on YouTube because it's getting more and more difficult for your videos to be seen, and the rules of YouTube are actually creating the problem. If YouTube changed the rules to where you could only be subscribed to 300 people at a time max, the sub for sub game would be over. That's all they have to do. But they want the sub for sub game to continue because it makes people stay on their platform for longer periods of time. And like I said, on one hand they say you're not allowed to do it. On the other hand, the rules that they make are designed, like the 4,000 hours thing and the 1,000 subscriber thing. It's designed for people to grind it like a video game. And if YouTube didn't want sub for sub, like I said, if I can solve their problem in 10 seconds, then I'm sure they got smart people that's working for Google that can solve that problem, which is to make it where people can only be subscribed to like 300 people at a time max.
Do you think that would then encourage people to make multiple accounts to start sub for subbing?
Probably.
Yeah,
Or like
but
make like fake accounts to support different
oh yeah,
individuals?
they can do that, but the problem with that is it gets more and more. It gets to the point where, I mean, it would take about 80% of the people out of the equation, and only 20% of people really know how to make like hundreds of fake accounts successfully. The vast majority of people aren't doing that, and then so I don't think that I think honestly that all you'd have to do is just limit the number of subscribed one channel could be. And then there's a second thing that's another problem with YouTube, which is the video dump. The idea where everybody's uploading every moment of their life onto onto YouTube. When you go to a channel that has 10,000 videos, and it's all shitty videos, or only 10 of their videos are good, but just so many videos. And the problem with this is like if you're a content creator and somebody goes to your channel, you have 10,000 videos, and the first video they see is a shitty video, they're not going to subscribe to you because they're going to be like, I don't like this video sucks. I think and the quality overall of YouTube content has went down tremendously because everybody can upload an unlimited number of data, an unlimited number of videos, and they don't even at least bit choosy about the quality of the content. If YouTube would limit the number of videos that you could upload or keep on a given channel at a time, that would solve that problem as well. Then the quality of YouTube would go up tremendously, and the sub for sub stuff would stop. Other platforms have done this, and it's just YouTube is yet to do it. And as soon as they do it, it ends the game. It's over. Because let's say, for instance, right? Let's say I'm only allowed to upload 500 videos on my channel at a given time, or I can only upload 50 videos a year or 100 videos a year, whatever it is. And they start limiting the number of videos you can upload. Then every video I upload, I'm going to make sure it's better. The quality is better. I'm not going to just dump crappy videos on my channel if I can only upload 100 a year, right? Same thing with live stream hours. If they, instead of going, oh, you need 4,000 hours of view time to get monetized, they should get rid of that and instead go, you know what? You can only live stream for so many hours a week, right? So that way when people live stream, they make it count. They won't live stream, hey, what's up, I'm bored. They'll live stream epic events or great podcasts or great content. And that will up the quality. Like I said, I can make YouTube billions of dollars if they, really quickly. If they just, like I said, they could check out your podcast, listen to what I just said, and do what I just said. YouTube would be fixed overnight. It'd be very easy. Very easy. I just don't, like these people, for some reason, they want people to be in the sub for sub grind game, and it might have something to do with they feel like it's addictive and it keeps people engaged with YouTube longer than normal. So maybe they think that the way the rules are right now, maybe that's a bigger draw. But honestly speaking, if they would do much better off because most people that are watching YouTube are not content creators, they're viewers. It'd be much better for their viewers if they would force content creators to make better stuff by limiting the number of videos they can upload on their channel. At least, maybe not totally, but like go, okay, well you can't upload 20 videos a week or 10 videos a week. One video a day, something. It's just too much of a data dump, and that's why YouTube is sucking more and more. And the other reason, like I said, is the live streams that go nowhere. That's another reason. So, in my opinion, the sub for sub thing, yes, you can meet people in a sub for sub live chat. I have met some great people in sub for sub live chats, but I cherry picked. I went through and checked out everybody's channel, and I was like, you know what? I found a God the Good One channel. I found a Mark Van Jones channel through one of these networks, but I didn't subscribe to all of them. When I found the one that I liked, I went to their channel and I left a comment, and I still support them to this day. And all those other channels, I did not. I unsubscribed, or I didn't subscribe to begin with. That's different. But still, if you go into a sub for sub live stream and you expect that the people that you're subscribing to are going to subscribe to you and actually like your content, the chances are very low because their agenda going into that stream is to grow their own channel, not to watch yours. So that's not a very good way to grow your channel. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
like if you go ahead.
So going on to like content creators who upload less frequently, let's talk about some bigger YouTubers such as like Mr. Beast or things like that. People who are big channels that put a lot of effort and energy into videos. Like, how do you think their channels will look in the next 2 to 3 years, as opposed to someone like I don't know, Lunatic Dad or Green Bay Wacky? How do you think that someone who actually puts effort into their channel is going to look, opposed to someone like Lunatic Dad or Green Bay Wacky, who puts the most minimal effort into their content possible?
Well, like I said, I'm not going to make the claim that they don't put a lot of there are occasions where Green Bay Wacky puts a lot of work into his stuff on occasions, and I think he's working on his live stream career. I mean, that's what he's doing right now. He makes videos. Lunatic Dad's kind of, for the most part, taking a step back. I will instead of going after them, I'm going to talk more about what's going to happen to the bigger YouTubers, and it's guaranteed. As long as YouTube keeps the rules the way they are, this is what's going to happen. Our society is devaluing celebrities at a very high rate, where celebrity status is meaning less and less and less due to the rise of social media and everybody wanting to be famous. Since everybody wants to be famous, they devalue the fame of other people. That's one issue. The second issue is YouTube rules, like the new COPA deal, where if you're over 14, then you're an adult. If you're under 14, and then you're a preschool child or whatever that rule was. That really took a hit on some of these big YouTubers. Hurt them a lot more than the small YouTubers. People don't realize that actually is to your advantage as a small YouTuber. Why? Because
we don't have to worry about our paycheck getting canceled. We don't have to worry about not getting paid for a video. Well, as these big YouTubers' whole careers is in shambles, our careers are getting started. We don't have to worry about that yet.
No, nobody's going to take us to court for a $40,000 fine. They might take Ellie Beast to court for a $40,000 fine. They might take Logan Paul to court for a $40,000 fine. If you
please take Logan Paul to court. Please take Logan Paul to court, YouTube.
Exactly. So what's going to happen is which has already happened. If you look, like I said, I've recently had to watch a lot of LAB stuff in order to make my latest video, because I like to be legit. I like to give it its fair due. Like I said, he has some good videos in there. But this isn't about the quality of his content. This is more like an algorithm question. So I'll go into since they've changed the rules to where you're basically invisible to everyone under 14 if you're considered an adult content, LA Beast's views have dropped from 300,000 or 400,000 views a video to 20 to 50. That sucks for him. I don't envy that position. His 2.3 million subscribers are mostly empty subscribers. And yes, he's getting more active channel traffic than I am at this time, but it won't take long before he's going to be right there with RantJamz, because YouTube is beating down any channel that's bigger that is trying to play both sides. It's trying to go, well, I'm both for everyone, and I'm holier than thou, and I'm adult content. No, that's not how it's going to go down. So since he's acting like he's holier than thou, and he has to claim to be adult content because he eats maggot cheese and broken glass, that's obviously not for children under the age of 14. So he's screwed. His views are going to go down until he changes his YouTube strategy and takes the advice that I gave him on my last live stream. I mean, that's just how it is. And how I'm going to do mine, okay, I want to embrace the adult content. I'm not going to make pornography or nothing like that, but I'm going to go, look, I'm going to be raw, I'm going to be direct, and I'm going to take some shots. And if you don't like it, unsubscribe. If you do, honestly speaking, my live streams, when I do go back to live streaming, it will be like a classic RantJamz live, but my video attack is going to be very, very direct, and I'm going to spam very hard. And you know what? You need to take your shots now, people, because if you don't, you wasted your time, because YouTube could become the next MySpace very quickly. If YouTube gets away from videos and makes it all about live streams, Twitch has got YouTube beat in that area. YouTube is never going to be the premier live stream location. So if YouTube decides to get away from the videos, it's going to become the next MySpace, and you sat there waiting for big YouTubers to kiss, to hopefully they come down from the clouds to help you raise up your channel. By kissing their ass, that's not going to work. It's not going to work. You're going to have to take some shots. It doesn't necessarily mean bash people, but what it means is that you're going to have to aim high and stop thinking small time and go.
You cut out Rant?
Oh,
RantJamz?
no.
Yeah?
You're cutting out. Okay. You
Oh.
should be good now.
Should be good now? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you got to take your shots. This is it. Like I said, if YouTube turns into like a communist thing, then you're gonna have to take. You're gonna be screwed. What are you gonna do? You're gonna play patty cake and hope you get 100 views, 1,000 views, 1,000,000 views? No, you're gonna have to do something that has some drama behind it. It doesn't have to be a bash. It's got to be controversial. It's got to be something
Wait, hold
that
on.
gets people's attention.
Back away from your mic a bit.
Oh, okay.
That's gonna
Yeah,
be fun. Yeah, okay.
All right. So yeah, you're gonna have to do something that has some controversy to it. You're gonna have to do something that has some drama to it, or you're gonna have to do something that gets people's attention, that stands out from the other million videos that are uploaded in the same hour that you decided to upload yours. And that's just how it is. That's just keeping it real.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about live streaming since you mentioned that. So, as you might have heard, for those of you in the gaming community, there's sort of a streamer war going on with streamers such as Ninja and Shroud having signed to Mixer, Courage having signed to YouTube, and Dr. Disrespect and Dr. Lupo having signed to Twitch. Do you think that these streamers, big in size, signing to a different platform could one day make that platform immediately rise to the top, or do you think the top platform will always be the one with the best features or the best layout? Do you think that the celebrity of someone's going to affect how the platform is viewed?
This is an interesting question. I think that there's still some celebrity power. Ultimately, it's going to come down to the platform itself. And the celebrity power is waning because everybody wants to be famous. So let's say, PewDiePie dedicates his life to Twitch only. I don't think that's going to kill YouTube. I think they would take a hit. What's killing YouTube is they're getting away from videos, and they want to be a network, on a network of crappy content network, and that's what's killing them. Has nothing to do with the other stuff. If those channels leave the platform, it's because they've been suffocated by the oppressive rules, and that I honestly don't think it has anything to. I mean, if you got the top 10 YouTubers left and they jumped ship to Facebook Live or something only, I think YouTube would basically be in the same scenario. What it comes down to is, do the viewers and the content creators, what do they value? Do they value videos or do they value live streams? If they value live streams, then YouTube goes down the toilet. Live streams on YouTube is supposed to counterbalance videos, and some live streams make for good videos. But when YouTube goes away from videos, they're going to lose to Twitch. They're going to lose to all these other platforms. That's just how it is. It don't matter where the celebrities go or the celebrity tubers go. And honestly, if the celebrity people on there, they've decided to just do live streaming, they're in trouble. So they're in trouble. Because if everybody's going live and nobody's watching, then what kind of world do we live in, right? It's basically, nobody cares about what the content at all. And once you get to that point, it don't matter whether you're PewDiePie, LA Beast, or whoever. It's all down the toilet at that point. And as my channel has all been all about reversing that trend, I'm kind of like the Alamo when it comes to real content. I'm like the Alamo when it comes to an old school kind of YouTube, where when things, now it's not just better days, but when you could find a video that was great and watch it and really appreciate it, and it has little to do with what Google recommends on the trending page. It's more to do with what it is that you're trying to watch and what you want.
Alrighty. All right, so I guess let's talk about something that I know you yourself have been very critical of, which is the gaming community overall and the esports community. Because I remember watching you and you'd always be like, Fortnite content's never going to grow, there's not a future in it. Do you still have the same opinions, or what do you think makes a good video involving that kind of game or that kind of atmosphere of a game with music or a game with commentary behind it?
Well, this is a situation when it comes to gaming. I've shifted a little bit, but not by much. I will say that if you are a Fortnite gaming channel, you better do something on your channel that no other Fortnite channel has to offer. Because if you do not, you're just going to be one of a million Fortnite channels putting out the exact same shit with a different name. And so you're really going to have to work hard. It's kind of like if I wanted to be a vlog channel, and there's billions of other, I have to come up with a way to make it interesting. Does that mean being a little controversial? Maybe. Does that mean drama? Maybe. It doesn't necessarily mean bashing people, but you got to figure out a way to make it interesting. How are you going to make Fortnite interesting to other people who already are subscribed to 1,000 other Fortnite channels? What's going to make your Fortnite channel stand out? And if you're not thinking like that, then even if you gained 1 million subscribers, I'll go ahead and say this. Somebody who's already a big Fortnite channel who has 10 million subscribers, and when they upload, they get 500,000 real views and all that, they're going to be irrelevant compared to RantJamz. Because ultimately speaking, they're one of many. And RantJamz is one of a kind. And I'm going to show that to everybody. Like I said, I'm not just talking trash. I know what I'm talking about. There's no doubt in my mind that random Fortnite person that you used to watch 10 years ago, whatever, you may not even remember their name, but people are going to remember RantJamz. There's no doubt. They don't think of PewDiePie did gaming content at one point, right? And he did pretty good gaming content. But when you think of PewDiePie today, do you think of gaming content? Right?
Yeah, I think of his Minecraft Let's Plays.
Yeah, you got that a little bit, but he had to branch off. If he was just like purely a Minecraft YouTube gamer, and that's all he was doing all the way up, then you wouldn't even remember his name. You wouldn't. You'd be just like, oh, well, I could be watching PewDiePie, or I could just watch Joe Schmo over here who's doing the exact same video. He had to differentiate himself from his competition by being extreme. PewDiePie is incredibly extreme. He goes on the extremes constantly to make it interesting. And that, as a gaming streamer, you got to figure out how to. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that you got to be loud and obnoxious, but you really got to figure out some way to innovate to where people will watch you over PewDiePie. If you can't do that, try something else. that's what I'm going to say. I feel like when I upload one of my videos, I feel like it's on par with the very best of YouTube, regardless of the view count, regardless of how many likes, regardless of how many comments. I feel like the videos I upload, at least now going forward, are just as good as anything on the trending page. And if you don't think that way about your content and you upload a video that you yourself wouldn't watch more than twice, then what do you expect? If you can't watch your own video more than twice, do you really expect other people to watch your video more than twice?
I mean, good that I watch it 10 times every time.
Yeah. If you spend a lot of time working on it,
being our editor, you watch it way more than 10.
Oh yeah, exactly. You know how many times I've watched my own music video before it even uploads to make it better and better and better. I've watched it hundreds of times before it even uploads. I've watched it a lot. Exactly. Yeah. So that's the thing to think about is, as a stranger coming into your channel, if a stranger comes into your channel, will they be impressed? Will the stranger think that your content is up to par with any other video that's been uploaded on this platform?
Maybe.
And someone would say, well, no, I don't have the resources that PewDiePie has or whatever. You could say that. But I don't have a whole lot to work with. And I really do feel like the content that I'm putting out is right there with them. It doesn't matter whether Google is promoting it right now. What matters is that I create content like that. I self-promote really, really hard. Make it to where I draw in the viewing audience of it's the same group of people. You're competing for the same group. Same people who are watching PewDiePie or same people that you need to compete with. The YouTube audience is shrinking, and it's not growing. It was growing 10 years ago. It's shrinking. So if you're on this platform, you got to understand that it doesn't necessarily mean you have to attack other people, but you are competing with those people. Because for every million people who watch PewDiePie, that's a million people that aren't watching your video. Because there's only 24 hours in a day. All right, there's only 24 hours in a day. So you got to figure out how to draw those people to your channel. That's just the reality of it. YouTube is shrinking because they're very oppressive. RantJamz is finding ways to get traffic from other locations. And he's also discovered how people in our community have faked their traffic, and I'm going to be exposing that. I know, like I said, before, I kind of knew what it was. Now I know the exact method, and I can demonstrate it live, and I'm going to do it. So that way, anybody who wants to be the next Pusa Studios can do that.
Oh, yes.
And that way, exactly. So anybody in the live chat,
Pusa Studios.
if you want to be the next Pusa Studios and get to 10K subs in 6 months, using their exact strategy, I will show you how to do it. I'm going to show you how to do it live, and I'm going to share that with everybody.
But hold up,
that way we can get
How scummy is it?
How scummy is it? It's on a scummy scale. I think it's actually pretty smart. It's not like super scummy. It's like there's a pretty smart idea. It's just what was the scummy part is that they weren't open about it. Because I asked them about like, hey, how are you doing this? I know that there's something else going on. And they go, no, I'm just doing the regular thing. And I know who wants to give their secret to RantJamz. I mean, come on, man. I get it, right? But I was going to figure it out eventually. And I had, like I said, I had a full life here. I've been working really hard, a new baby. It's, I haven't had enough time to direct my time to it. But I stumbled upon it the other day, and I'm like, all right, this is it. Because when I do it, it looks exactly like, it's not like the 5,000 people that go into my live stream crap. When I do that, it looks and it feels exactly what it happens on Pusa Studios live stream. And anybody can repeat it. Anybody can repeat the results, and you will gain subscribers. And you will gain subscribers at the exact same rate that they do. You will gain views and likes and all that at the exact same rate, and it is fake. And it makes a lot of sense why they can only get so many views and so many people watching at a time, and why their actual channel traffic isn't growing. And I'll explain all that live. I won't even have to mention Pusa Studios exactly. I'm just doing it on this channel, but I'm going to show everybody how to do it. So that way, if anybody wants to be the next BloodX, anybody wants to be the next sub for sub networking, they can do it. And yes, I will share it with James Cox. I will. Hopefully he listens to me this time, because this is the reason why he got beat down, is because he didn't learn this trick that was being used. And I'm going to show him.
That's another content creator who I used to watch a lot, and I just haven't heard from him forever.
Yeah, and he, like I said, he got beat down because like he did have real traffic. But what happened is some of the networking streams went into his live stream, and they chipped away at his audience. And then on their stream, they used this trick, this little cheat, to boost their numbers and make it look like they're more popular than what they are. And over time, they go, why am I wasting time with James Cox when I can go over to X and get whatever? And at this point, there's about a dozen channels that know this trick, that actively use it in their sub for sub live streams that I know. And they all kind of were hush-hush, didn't want to make sure that RantJamz don't know. And some of them went to my friends, and or people that were my friends closer, let them know as a deal. And because of that, those people decided to stop talking to me or to be more distant with me, which is okay. But I'm gonna go ahead and just, instead of this has been something that's been kind of been eating at this whole like small community thing for a long time. I'm gonna go ahead and crush it one good time, just totally just demolish it and end it once and for all. And that way, I'm not trying to stop people from doing it, but I want to make sure that it's fair. I want to make sure that, okay, if you're going to be a sub for sub live stream, you're going to be, and RantJamz, I'm going to make sure that you have a fair chance against a channel like Pusa Studios. That you have a fair chance against a channel like Tree Trimmer and BloodX. I'm going to show them how to do it. And that way, you don't have to kiss Pusa Studios' ass. You don't have to kiss BloodX's ass. Instead, you can be your own person. You don't even have to kiss my ass. I'm just going to exchange this information so everybody's empowered and everybody knows how it's done. And that's going to be the end of it. I'm going to do that probably next month, and then I'm going to move on. And the thing is, if people don't want to listen to me, that's fine. I'm going to demonstrate it on my own live stream. I'm just going to let you know. Like, this is, like I said, I'm going to do another interview later with Crimson Fantasy. I'm going to tell them as well. I'm going to demonstrate it on my live stream. I'm not going to just say it and then not show it. I'm going to show it. I'm going to have it on a window. I'm going to pop it up where it's at. I'm going to have the same layout. I was like, I'll have my subscriber count visible. You can watch my subscriber count rise. You can watch all of that. I don't want to do it on my channel a lot because it actually hurts your channel, because you have a bounce rate of 50 seconds to 100 seconds. 50 to 100 second bounce rate, which means that the audience retention kind of sucks. And ultimately, YouTube recommending your video goes down or it's capped off. And that's why Pusa Studio is doing what they're doing for the last year. They can't get beyond a certain point because the strategy makes your video look crap. But I will demonstrate it. I will take the hit on one live stream and show off this trick. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna share it with everybody. I'm gonna share it with the people I know that are already doing it. I'm gonna share it with some of my friends that felt like they have to keep it a secret from me because they didn't want RantJamz to know. And then it's going to be the end of it, and then everybody can take all that, put it behind them, and we can move on. You know, I'm actually pretty excited about it. Honestly, I'm really excited about it. I mean, YouTube could change the rules and put a stop to it, but I think by next month, I think YouTube rules are going to be basically the same. I should be able to do it. I tried it last night. I was in somebody else's live stream, and I tested it. It worked. It was 100%.
You don't even need to be in your own live stream to do it?
No, you can do it to other people's live streams. I could do it to this live stream if I was prepared. All right. I'm going to do it to Crimson Fantasy.
Well, teach us how to do it. We need to go kill a few clans at the moment.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, tonight on Crimson Fantasy, I'm going to do it.
Let's bring down FaZe's channel. You know, let's take out FaZe clan.
Yeah.
We could.
Come on, tear up.
I mean, you could do that. You could use it for those purposes. But the purposes that it's being used for is not necessarily the worst. Like, I understand it's a way for them to drive sub for sub people in their live chat. And if they're doing a sub for sub live stream, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense, but there's a ceiling to how good your channel can be doing that. But
wait, can you
people
do
think,
it to
well,
normal
RantJamz, you're irrelevant.
too?
Yeah, you can do it to your videos. The thing though about it, I have to say, Tears, it's more impressive to have 100 viewers in your live chat than to have 100 views, right?
Yeah, I agree.
That's why it's being used for the live, because it looks like, well, you can use it for views, but nobody's going to care if you got 100 views. But if you got 100 active viewers in your live chat and they're real, so quote unquote real, then that's more impressive. And if you were showcasing other people's channels, like what this other channel, this Pusa Studios, decided to add that to their game, and it makes it look like you have 100 extra people in your live chat, then yeah, somebody's going to super chat you because they're going to be like, oh, there's 100 people watching, and this person's showing my video to this 100 people. Well, super chat, and that's fine. And like I said, I'm going to let bygones be bygones outside of me showing everybody how it's done. So that way people know that RantJamz' path that he has chosen has nothing to do with not my capacity to repeat or mimic what these other people are doing, but because I have a winning strategy that down the road is going to benefit me a lot more than a pure sub for sub networking strategy. I just want to make sure everybody knows that. I feel like I've had a lot of friends that have kind of, well, I know I get a little rude in my character and stuff. I have a lot of friends that they claim they turn their back because I'm drama or something, but the reality is because they think I've outlived my usefulness to them. They think that, oh, well, LA Beast is helping me out so much. LA Beast got me 3 subscribers. RantJamz ain't that active, so I'm better off just kissing LA Beast's ass, hoping that he comes off the cloud and give me 100,000 views. And the reality of it is LA Beast hasn't done shit for any of these people. He really hasn't, and it doesn't. He doesn't have to. And that's the thing. If you really like LA Beast for his content, and you want to watch his content and you support him like that, that's one thing. But if you're kissing his ass just to get views, or kissing his ass just to get hope that one day he boosts up your channel, and you go, well, I'm going to side with him over RantJamz because RantJamz, he's not getting me views anymore like he used to. He's not active on here. Get me active people like he used to because he has a full-time job. Then I don't have any respect for that. And I get your positions, the people who think that way, but you're wrong. You're dead wrong. RantJamz is going to be much bigger than LA Beast. Much bigger than that. And I know because my content's better. I really do. Unless YouTube deletes my channel, then it's inevitable. And all these people that I was friends with and still am, to a large extent, which I have let bygones be bygones, they tolerated my nonsense for so long because they saw my content. And they saw what I was doing. And they're like, this guy's going to get big, and then one day I might be able to siphon off RantJamz. They gave up on that when they thought that I was done. And I have to say, they're in trouble. They're in trouble because, like I said, they're going to come back and go, well, RantJamz, I really didn't mean that now that you've got your 1 million subscribers and now that you've got your 500,000 concurrent viewers. I'll be like, bro, I was like, I forgive you, but come on, man. Come on.
Hey, Rant.
Why don't you go get
You're
yourself
You're already doing the perfect goal. We've already got people in the chat making drama.
Good. Okay, I can't see the live chat at this time. But yeah,
he's not in the drama club.
Yeah, like I said, I can't really see the live chat at this time. But I will say, you go ahead. You go ahead and read the live chat. But before you do, I want to say though that my honest opinion on this matter is I don't have any personal beef with any of these bigger channels. I really don't. There's no reason to go, well, end of an era. RantJamz ain't shit now that he can get 100,000 views by making great videos. Or going, well, LA Beast is going to do something for me one day, and RantJamz has outlived his usefulness, so F him. You're wrong. You are so wrong. And like I said, I really do love, I think I saw God the Good One in there. I really do love his channel, and I don't care whether he likes LA Beast or not. I don't plan on trolling LA Beast. I really don't. That was a one-time thing. I went into his live chat, got his attention. One time. That's it. His live chats aren't entertaining enough for me to go back twice. They suck. They're not very good. God the Good One does better live streams than he does. If he doesn't know that, then he's stupid. Seriously. If you took the views away, you took the concurrent crap together, you got God the Good One's channel. I mean, I'm just saying this. Your channel is better than his when it comes to content, outside of your crappy driving around live streaming stuff. If you look at your actual content, it's better. So I don't know why you're kissing this guy's ass. It's a bad decision. But I respect it, and honestly, like I said, I'm not going to go after him directly anymore because that's not my plan, and I actually like LA Beast. I know it sounds crazy. I actually like I said, he has some really good content. He does. But the vast majority of it is just not up to par, and I have to say that I don't mind who you watch. I'm not going to bash everybody you watch and bash anybody. I'm going to go bigger. I'm only going to go after bigger YouTubers. I promise I won't go after any more of God the Good One's friends that are bigger YouTubers. I'll go after Logan Paul. I'll go after PewDiePie. I'll go after Markiplier. And when you see me get great success with this, and you want to come back and you want to get 100,000 subscribers from me, I will give them to you, God the Good One. I will share your content because I'm better than LA Beast. LA Beast is an LA bitch.
Okay, we are getting into the tea now, everybody. This is just what we wanted.
Well, I'm just talking trash, honestly. I'm just talking trash, honestly. But honestly speaking, it's okay, right? When I say he's an LA bitch, I mean that, he's not necessarily
He's
has
a very,
to promote
very
your channel.
sexy woman. He's a very,
Yeah,
very
indeed.
sexy woman.
My aim is to promote great content creators. My aim is to lift up people that I truly respect. I'm not going to be fake like that. And I'm not into kissing people's ass just because they have a lot of subscribers. I'm not into that. I think that's very shallow. And there's no reason for. I'm not going to be. I'm not a threat to LABs. Like I said, I don't mind being friends with them. But I'm going to go after other big YouTubers while I can before YouTube makes it so bad that you're not even allowed to upload a video or you're banned. But like I said, I actually, if I didn't like LA Beast, I couldn't make at all. How would I make a good music video? Because then you have nothing to rip. I had to watch all of his videos to rip something, but if I didn't like him at all, I wouldn't make it. But I will say though that is it worth it to kiss his ass for views? You gain your 2 or 3 subscribers from LA Beast, and you think that's something. You know, he pumped in 500 people into your live chat. You got 3 subscribers. That's not a big deal. All right, RantJamz is more into helping you get more active support for people who really appreciate what you do. And I'm going to go ahead and say, since I know who's in here, is I have discovered the secret. Last night I discovered exactly how Pusa Studios does what they do. I discovered exactly how they do it, how you can get 10,000 subscribers in 6 months. And you should tune in to RantJamz when he goes live next month and shows you step for step how to do it. So that way you can just be the next Pusa Studios if you want. Gain all the subscribers you want. But it's going to hurt your channel. It's not helping them very much. And there's no reason to kiss their ass either, because their content ain't any good either. Actually, LA Beast's content is way better than Pusa Studios. But I'm saying, though, that more generally, you don't have to kiss anybody's ass. RantJamz ain't even saying to kiss his ass. Like, yeah, like I'm a bully because I'm going to teach you guys how to empower yourself. That's bullshit. I'm a bully because I'm going to teach you guys how to empower yourself without having to kiss anybody's ass. I'm like your hero, bro. I'm actually taking the fight to it, and I'm bringing back fruits for you guys. The fact that somebody would still side, like I said, you don't have to be against me and pro LA Beast. You can be pro RantJamz and pro LA Beast. It's not that kind of battle at all. I'm not just attacking. I'm not going to just go after. I don't have anything personal against him. It's just I'm going to go on Social Blade, work my way up the rank, and just start getting my 1 million views one video at a time. And that's just how I'm going to do it. And if you don't like it, unsubscribe. But please, don't have any hate towards me, because later on down the road, when I do have my 100,000 concurrent viewers and 1 million subscribers and all this crap, I will help you, God, because I respect and love you as a person and as your content creator. And I understand and I respect your opinion on the matter. And just because we have a disagreement on opinion doesn't mean that you have to go, well, RantJamz ain't shit now. And yes, Dramaween was awesome. All right, were you there in Dramaween?
I made it at like the last 5 minutes of the live stream. I was planning to make it, and then I'm like, okay, what time is it? I'm like, I have time for a nap, and I went to go take a nap, and then I woke up and I joined the live stream, and you were just ending it. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, but that's okay though. I mean, honestly though, I would take my Dramaween live stream and put it up against any live stream that LA Beast has ever done, and it's still better than anything he's ever done on a live stream. And that's not just an opinion. I want objective facts. Somebody lay down an objective fact about about the content of LA Beast's stream that is better than what I put out recently. And you don't got shit on that. All you got is, it appears that there's 500 people watching. That's all you got. The events I have done, I take a lot of pride in them, and yes, I'm a little bit arrogant because I put hundreds of hours into work into my content. Going live from your phone and going, hey yo, what's up? That's not the same as putting on a real show. It's just not. And I don't care what the culture says. The culture says that uploading a cheese sandwich on Facebook is equivalent to an awesome video in which I put 200 hours into work into. I don't care. The reality is that ultimately there's people behind the channels, and people don't want to watch crappy stuff forever. They're going to find RantJamz. And when they do, they're going to subscribe to RantJamz. And they're not going to care about LA Beast drama or Pusa Studios drama or any of the drama. they're going to look at my channel and they're going to go, this is obviously a joke. And RantJamz is doing satire. And it's not going to be a big deal. And it's a really poor and shitty decision to throw a channel that's on the rise, like mine, under the bus for a channel that's on the decline, like LA Beast. Really, really dumb. Dumb. Even if you don't care about me and you don't care about LA Beast, and it's all about just who's going to help me more, it's a poor decision, bro.
Clout is a hell of a drug. Clout is a hell of a drug.
Yeah. Okay, so like I said, I'm not reading this live chat or whatever, really. But yeah, you can go ahead and let me know what's being said in this live chat. I'll respond to all of it. I really will.
Alrighty. Well, some of the biggest criticisms were coming from God, the good one. He's claiming that people are tagging him in your drama or whatever. I don't know. That was the biggest thing. And then we had someone commenting about esports and stuff.
He said that you were tagging him and other people in your drama.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and respond.
Yeah, okay.
I can respond to that. So my Twitter account is suspended, right? My last few tweets, I did not tag God the Good and what. So I only tagged God the Good one like once. If other people tagged him, that's fine. I mean, whatever. Twitter, I tagged him like the first time. After that, I was tagging new people every time. And they even stopped. You know what? I was being nice. I was like, oh, this is a pretty cool dude. I'm going to stop tagging him. I'm just going to tag people who leave comments on his Twitter. That's it. I'm only going to go to his Twitter, find people who leave comments on his Twitter, and tag them. And I'm not going to tag the same person twice. I thought that was a fair game. I thought that wasn't trolling. I thought that wasn't harassment. I don't think that is. Honestly speaking, if you're not willing to self-promote your own content, if you're not willing to do that, nobody else will. And you got to really think about that. I don't think I did anything that was that bad. Even when I went into his live chat with my 100 troll accounts, I didn't say anything that was equivalent to hate speech. This dude said I did hate speech. How is it hate speech? I said something like eating poop for views is not hate speech. Hate speech is when you put down an entire group of people based off race, gender, ethnicity, all that shit, right? Like, I didn't do any of that.
I mean, it's also based on religion. Maybe their religion is against eating shit. In which case, perhaps you should stop uploading because, we can see your content.
And then God the Good One's channel, I've said this to him before. I love and respect this guy. I have no problem. It's just a difference of opinion. But in the United States, I'm going to explain something to him if he's still watching. In the United States, somebody who puts a God mask on, claims to be God, is incredibly offensive. Like, across the board. We're like the most religious country in the world. So anything that I've done on my channel is not even close to as offensive as what you've done on your channel. But I love and respect your satire, and I appreciate it. And I'm just letting you know that. I'm letting you know that. It's a cultural. I think it's a cultural thing. It's a cultural thing is what it is. And, Logan Paul had a beef with what, KSI? Is that what it is, KSI? And they had a big thing.
KSI.
And it was a big joke. And they even boxed each other and everything. Like, that's fine. That's how we do things.
It wasn't really a joke when it came to the end of this most recent fight. I think there was actual genuine hatred between the two of them. But
yeah,
honestly,
there might be some.
The first time, I really don't feel like there was any genuine hatred. I felt like it was more so just a trolly thing.
Yeah, but ultimately speaking, though, it's a charade. Like, in the end, they're going to be friends, and they're going to be fine, and it's going to be cool. And it's not like, because think about it. Like, Logan Paul potentially has the real power to actually harass KSI. And KSI has the real power to actually troll and harass Logan Paul. Right? And they did so. And they did so at such a higher level than anything that I've done at this point. And I feel like if you're a celebrity, or you think you're a celebrity, or you're going, oh, I got 1 million subscribers, 2 million subscribers, and you can't handle like a RantJamz channel coming in and going, you know what, eat poop for views, then what the hell are you doing? Like, come on, man. Like, what if Donald Trump broke down and cried over, he does, he has some problems, but what if he broke down and cried over every single criticism he got on all social media and said they were all bullying and harassing him? That would be really stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not supporting
that. Would make for a great video, though.
It would make for a great video. I mean, he has problems with that. He does. He does react to too many things. But honestly speaking, you can't bully Donald Trump, right? You can't bully him. It doesn't work. You can't bully PewDiePie. You can't bully. Now, I realize now that LA Beast is a sensitive man. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that it would hurt his feelings that much that I went into his live chat. I didn't realize that. I wasn't out to hurt his feelings. I was out to just do something in humor. And that was it. So I wasn't out to hurt his feelings. Now that I know his feelings are hurt, I'm not going to tag him in my tweets because my Twitter shut down. But I will be promoting my video. And I will get it 10 million views. And I think it's fair game. I think it's a great video. I don't have to tag out the good one either if he's offended. And honestly, he should just forgive me here and realize I'm going to move on. I'm not going to mess with LA Beast directly. I'm only going to jam my stuff to his fans. That's it. And then I'm going to move on to the next person. And then as I rise the YouTube ladder, God, the good one wants a handout, I'll give him one. I'm not going to be like LA Beast. I'm going to legitimately do everything I possibly can to help his channel grow with people who really care. And because I do satire and comedy, he does satire and comedy. It makes a lot of sense. Mukbang channel and God the Good One don't make sense. You can send 1,000 mukbang people into your live chat who appreciate mukbang. They're not going to subscribe to your channel because they mostly care about mukbang. They don't care about the other stuff. So you got to think that through. You need to form an alliance with a 2 million subscriber YouTuber where their audience and your audience are similar enough to where when they do help you, you'll actually get subscribers. I'm just saying, and honestly, if you'd like him as a viewer, that's cool. I like him as a viewer too. I watch his videos. I'm not saying that all his videos are great. I already said that most of my videos are better than his. I will say that. But as a viewer, that's one thing. But to assume that the dude's going to come off his cloud and get you 10K subscribers, it sure as hell hasn't happened yet. And you've been there for a long time. Just support him as a viewer and don't worry about the other stuff. You're better than he is as a content creator. If you actually take your channel seriously for just a little bit, you will surpass him. It's a mind game. It's like he's trying to keep you in his place. Keep you in your... I want your channel to be bigger than mine. There's no reason why your channel can't be bigger than mine. Like I said, this is somebody who's empowering.
Help us get our channel bigger than RantJamz. Everyone in this live chat sub.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not out to tear down people as much as I'm out to empower people. And sometimes when you tell somebody the truth, it hurts their feelings really bad, and they might say, oh, well, I'm not going to support you anymore. But me telling them the truth, if they think about it for a second, and it empowers them, and it leads them to success, I don't care if they give me credit for it. I care about them as a friend enough to tell them the truth, so that way they can expand their channel, they can expand their career, and I'll happily be a fan in the sideline. But the kinds of things that these other content creators are doing, I feel like is to pretend to be nice, pretend to be holier than thou, but behind the scenes, they're not doing shit for you. They respect you as a viewer, but they don't really care about growing your channel. I don't really care about growing somebody's subscriber count. I care about promoting my friends who make great content, collaborating with them, and making YouTube a great place for videos again. And I gave great advice to LA Beast when he showed up in my live chat about how he can make his content better. If he decided to take that advice, he could gain about another 4 or 5 million subscribers really fast. But I imagine that if he didn't
to LA Beast, just leave.
Well, I'm just saying, if he decides not to take my advice, that's fine. He can go ahead and he can bank that his current base and that his pseudo-celebrity status is going to get him to the top. But as we mentioned earlier in this stream, that's just not going to happen. That's not going to happen. The longer that he banks on that, the less and less views he's going to get, and the more that his subscriber count's going to be dead subscribers, the less Google is going to promote his content, and he will work his way down to RantJamz's subscriber count. RantJamz will work his way up to his subscriber count. And as soon as he starts listening to me, I will happily help LA Beast. I will happily help LA Beast. And I think that it's just a difference of opinion. I don't think it's that personal. I don't think it's like dead serious anything. I just we have different opinions. No reason to blacklist RantJamz because he has a different opinion on this issue. I think I just feel like I had something to say. I said it in content, and I'll move on. People had a different opinion about me on Pizza Studios. They had a different opinion on that. I proved that I was right 100% on that issue. And next month, I'm going to show how right I was by demonstrating that I can produce the exact same results using the exact same method that they do. And I will expose it on my live stream so everybody can see exactly what I'm doing. And then that'll put it into Kissing Pizza Studios' ass as well. You can still kiss their ass if you like their content. But if you're kissing their ass for views and subscribers, there's no reason to do that because RantJamz is going to show you exactly what they do and how they do it.
Alrighty, well, before we get hate for this video, I once again want to shout out to all the people who are watching to go to rogueenergy.com and to galvanizegrips.com. Enter in code T3AR UP, all capitals, for 15% off of your order of amazing controller grips and or the best tasting energy and nutritional supplements in the world.
Yeah, I mean, if it's vegan, I'm all over it. They got vegan
I
stuff?
have no clue.
Maybe.
I have no clue if it's vegan. I don't know.
I mean, go check. And if not,
Alright, so
still buy
somebody-
something.
I did get a question, Megan. Well, I got a question from Lowell's girl relaying in a live chat. I think I'll answer this one. What do I think about professional eating more generally? I think it's okay, and I do think that LA Beast has some professional eating skills. I think that in his genre, he does have a skill set that's actually pretty decent. He's not the best, or whatever. And I don't have any hatred for what he does. I was making a joke more along the lines about doing it for views. Right? Like going, well, I'm going to start eating bugs and broken glass and maggot cheese. Might as well eat shit. Might as well eat poop. That was what my joke was. I had no beef against him being a professional eater. If he's a professional eater at eating disgusting things and that's the direction he goes, then my joke goes well with that. He's like, well, I went ahead and ate cockroaches and maggot cheese. Might as well eat shit. Maybe I'll get an extra 10 million. That's basically all it was. Somebody made a video like that about me, which I've shown in the past this to be true. I praise it, I lift it up, and I say it's awesome. I was kind of surprised that it hurt his feelings that much, and I showed quite a lot of respect for him as a content creator. I didn't say anything about him personally, so I didn't really bring any drama to the table. Like I didn't go, here's LIBC's address, here's his phone number, da 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 da. I didn't do any of that. So
We didn't do a Keemstar, thank God.
no, I don't do that. I only talk about content, and I consider I have a lot of love for the guy's content. I'm glad that he was able to inspire me to make a video. I hope he makes better videos. His best video, in my opinion, is a pizza shredder video, where he puts a pizza through a paper shredder and absorbs it with a mask. I think that's his best video. He needs to do more stuff like that. I think that's pretty funny,
You know what? I have a challenge for you, RantJamz, if you're down.
I'm down.
You know how you did the parody of his video?
Right.
Like one of his videos? I want you to do a parody of our channel.
Yes, please.
Please.
Well, all right. So based on what my YouTube strategy is, I can kind of give you what I can do. This is what I can do. I'm going to continuously move up the ladder by going after bigger topics, trending topics with big YouTubers. But I can incorporate my friends in those videos and get them get little side jabs in there and parodies in there. And that's kind of what I want to do and collaborate and give them credit at the end. So when people watch that video, they'll subscribe to my friends as well. That's kind of what I'm doing at this moment. I don't upload a lot of videos very often, but when I do, I make them count. But yeah, I can do that. I can do something. I can add like a nice Easter egg to my video as I'm taking down Logan Paul or something. No doubt.
Oh yeah, we're taking down Logan Paul and Paul Civ Warrior Threat this upcoming year. Tier Legion's winning that streamy.
Fuck yeah.
So is there any extra any last questions? I will be on Crimson Fantasies live stream tonight, and
we'll tweet you out on that and put you on.
I'm going to say a few more things that I didn't say here. There's a lot of things I'm holding back. I mean, believe it or not. It's going to get interesting. It's going to get really interesting. Like either YouTube is going to delete itself or RantJamz is going to send to the top. There's like no other way.
You know what, Rant? I have a question. If you're down,
how about we cease a little bit of the ranting and let's hear a little jamming. Do you have a song you could break out?
Oh. I got an original song, like.
It could be one of your parodies.
Do you want
Whatever one
to do a
want.
freestyle rap?
Oh man, I like I said, I may not be up for a freestyle rap at this time.
Maybe not rap, but like just sing over like a beat. Like not in a rap
I can
style.
do my thing.
Oh God, Toasty!
name it
I
with
know
my theme
exactly
song.
what you.
I have a
Okay,
beat.
yes. End it with your theme song.
Okay.
I know what
All right.
Toasty's going to do. He was going to do a Nintendo Wii type beat.
No, I was gonna do
Or the
pufferfish
The
eating.
pencil
No,
sharpener.
Go ahead and do
Pufferfish
that,
eating
and
carrot
I'll do my
cake.
theme song over the beat. How about that? Do the beat, and I'll just remake my theme song over the beat.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to
All
sing it
right.
first so
Right.
you can practice a bit? Or let's see what it
We'll
is.
just go for it. We're gonna make it raw. We're at the end here. We do it.
Okay. Give me
Okay.
1 second.
Keep it steady.
Guys,
So I
this
need-
is an exclusive. Tear up.
This is actually gonna be funny as fuck. Oh my god, I'm gonna love this. Okay, you ready?
Will
ready.
this stream be able to hear it, Toasty?
Yeah.
All right,
Will be a
perfect.
fused.
Fuck no!
Oh, you're gonna be striked. Oh, I'll mess with you. All right, here we go. It's not for children, Copa. Okay, just the beat.
It's just a beat.
I see a fish.
Wait, the beat's coming.
All right,
Can you hear it?
good. Yeah. Ready. Grow your channel at a spectacular rate. It don't
Wait, the
matter
real beat's
if
coming.
all your
Real
live
beat's coming.
viewers are fake.
Now it's here.
Alright, I have it. RantJamz has all the time in the world to waste exploiting you all on RantJamz Live. RantJamz Live. RantJamz. Oh, that's the logo version. There it is. There we go. Grow your channel at a spectacular rate. It don't matter if all your live stream viewers are fake. RantJamz has all the time in the world to waste exposing your ass. So RantJamz Live. RantJamz Live. RantJamz Live. You will fulfill your purpose in life. RantJamz. RantJamz. RantJamz Live. We're good. That's what you got me, man. She's still actually watching the fish, so.
I know.
this is
I've heard that beat before. I literally just look at the puffer fish.
Yeah, it is distracting. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. Thank you so much for this interview. I'll be live on Crimson Fantasy later. Appreciate talking to you guys. Send me a message. I'll keep you guys updated on the latest. And thanks for hanging out with me all these years. It will pay off. I will. If you kiss my ass hard enough, I will give you all kinds of subscribers. I guarantee.
Okay,
Thanks,
we'll keep
Rant.
kissing your
We
ass.
appreciate having you on.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Big
See ya.
thanks to RantJamz, everyone, for coming online. We'll see you all in the next one. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you click that subscribe button and leave a like on it. And Toasty and I will see you on the next one, which will be a much more traditional tier cast where we will be breaking down the latest in esports and gaming news. We will see you in the next one. Peace.